This is something I've noticed. Do you see the fuzzy or dirty area on Leon's back? That's the only area he can't reach with any of his arms. It's like the one small area on the back of a cat's neck where you can put flea med and the cat can't lick it. That stuff settles on Leon when he digs through the coral substrate. In my recent update, I mentioned the plan was to get Leon a larger aquarium with coral so he would have more space to graze and hunt, and so he could have a cave to go in anytime he wanted to. I looked around a few aquarium stores in my area. Always fun. These pacu are confirmed to be over 30 years old. I went with this 125-gallon tank. It's over twice the volume of the old 55 and much wider, taller, and longer. With water, coral, and substrate, this beast weighs over 1,600 pounds. So it's not something you can just put in any house, particularly when we start thinking about water changes and cleaning. I like it. Leon and I eat a lot of the same stuff. I eat more vegetables, but I also make sure Leon gets some green vegetables from time to time. Most veggies will float, so it's hard to feed them to him, but green peas work well. I thaw them out, and they'll sink right down to him. Also, the oysters and clams I feed Leon are already loaded with plankton and single-cell algae, which are all great for him. I also feed my koi a lot of the same things I eat. They get a lot of leftovers, particularly in the summer when they're super active. Now I guess it's time. Time to move Leon over to his new, much larger aquarium and see what he thinks about his new cave. The water parameters are all the same. The new tank is right beside the old tank, so the water temperatures are the same, and some media from the old tank has been put in to seed the new tank. Leon's cave is all large chunks of coral rock. The cave doesn't have a top, so no rocks can fall on him. And I also wanted to be able to peek in on him from time to time if he doesn't come out for a while. I've also added some clumps of seaweed for a bit of entertainment and color. I know this greenery isn't going to last very long though. Leon will eat it all. This seaweed was $30 at the pet store. That's more than Leon cost. That seaweed can be his new Aquarium Celebration dinner. A small clump of live oysters for Leon to play with and maneuver. I also added some fast, small fish to the tank to keep Leon entertained, like bird watching or something. These are mummichog, a type of killifish. In keeping with the theme of rescuing Leon from the grocery store, these minnows are from a bait store on the South Carolina coast. Actually, it's hard to find saltwater fish that can tolerate the cooler water Leon needs. Almost all pet store fish are tropical and need a water temp in the 70s Fahrenheit. I have no idea how this is going to go. Well, actually I do. It's not going to go well. I'm going to use this straight-edged koi net to give myself the best possible advantage of getting him up and over quickly and safely. Leon is not happy. Those grocery store people had a huge advantage with his claws rubber banded shut. Leon is not going so easy this time. I wanted to flip Leon over and give everybody a good look at the underside to confirm the sex, but I'm not going to stress him out anymore. He's just not happy. He's not happy at all. Leon immediately heads to his new cave to settle down and sort out what just happened to him. A little later, he started bulldozing the substrate and digging himself a hole back there. then came out for a quick walk around to scan his new turf, and then went back to his cave. I turned off the lights and left Leon alone overnight. The next morning, a lot of the seaweed had been dug up and is missing, and Leon now has a huge berm built up at the back of his cave. Abby the cat is wondering where Leon is. He came out one time the next evening to poop on the far side of the aquarium, then went back to his cave. I went to the hardware store and found a few things to make a lock for the top of the tank, so Leon doesn't climb up on the coral rock, push open the lids, and climb out. I glued these loops on, and now I can slide these wood rods through to lock the tops. I like that sunlight comes through the tank for an hour or so during the day. This should help keep algae growing on the substrate for Leon to graze on. This little killifish is trying to pick at some leftovers in the mussel shell. I guess Leon's not quite done with it though. They'll have to wait till he hauls it out to the dishwasher. At dinner time, I drop a clam into the tank. Look what happens though. The killifish immediately start dive bombing it, eating Leon's dinner. Wait, here comes Leon, out of his cave. He gives a little tussle, then lets the killifish have it. I have no idea why he decided to give his dinner to them, but it seems the whole dynamics of the tank have changed a bit by adding the fish to Leon's environment. In the 55-gallon tank, everything was his, and everything was about him. Later, I drop a piece of shrimp into the new tank, and the same thing happens. The killifish swarm it. Then Leon comes out of his cave and says,
"Hey y'all wild newcomers, keep the noise down out here."
He doesn't take the shrimp though. So I leave him alone overnight. Then the next morning I drop in another piece of shrimp. This time Leon decides he's hungry, and the shrimp is his. And the killifish get nothing this time. Though this brave one tries to sneak a bite. So overall, I think this new tank is going to work out well. I'm going to watch everything closely for a while and just make adjustments as I need to. Like I'll probably start feeding the killifish on the other side of the tank the same time I feed Leon, so they aren't constantly swarming him for his food. I think the new tank looks great. It's nice and quiet and beautiful in the house. Thank you for watching and following Leon's story. I'll do another update very soon so we can all see how everything's going with Leon's new aquarium. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and feel free to share it with anyone you think might like meeting Leon. Oh, also thank you for all the comments. A lot of wonderful, fun, some radical, and very informative comments. Much appreciated. We'll see you soon.